Good afternoon. So Virgo, something is happening on someone's end um, that you may not be fully aware of. A level of attention being directed your way, um, quietly, consistently, in the private moments when nobody is watching them watch you. Um, and what's coming through in the energy right now has a very specific quality to it. The quality of someone who has been building towards something, a call, a conversation, uh, a reaching out um, for longer than is probably comfortable, and keep stopping themselves uh, just before every time. Uh, let's start with the dying to call, because that phrase, dying to, is not casual. Uh, it implies urgency, the specific urgency of something that needs to happen and keeps being postponed uh, at a cost. Um, because postponing something you're dying to do is not the same as not wanting to do it. It's the opposite. Um, it's wanting to do it intensely and finding uh, every time the moment arrives uh, some reason to wait. Some stories we tell ourselves uh, about timing, about readiness, about what to say and how to say it, um, and whether the saying of it will land the way it needs to produce the outcome they want. Uh, and so the phone stays down um, again, and the wanting doesn't. Um, it accumulates. Each time they don't call, it gets slightly heavier, um, slightly more present, slightly harder to continue not doing. And what's coming through uh, is that the accumulation might be reaching the point where the cost of not calling is starting to exceed um, the cost of the risk uh, of actually doing it, which means uh, the call uh, might be closer than it's been. This reflection invites you to consider, if this person called right now, today, unexpectedly, uh, what would your response be? Not what you'd say. What would happen in your body in the first second um, before you decided how to respond? Because that first second, the involuntary one, before the managed response assembles itself, uh, is the most honest information available. Um, Relief, is less than hash 0. 7 hash excitement is less than hash hone. 0 hash anxiety uh, is less than hash 0, 5 hash. Something complicated that contains all three is less than hash 0, 7 hash. Because knowing that response is less than hash hone, 0 hash in advance, is less than hash 0, 5 hash, means you're not navigating it, is less than hash 0. 7 hash for the first time is less than hash han. 0 hash in the moment it requires an answer is less than hash 0. 5 hash, you've already been there. Is less than hash 0. 7 hash, you already know. Is less than hash home. 0 hash. The second thing coming through, and this is the one that stopped me, is the pictures. Your pictures, the specific visual presence of you that someone has been returning to, not once, not casually, in the specific repeated. I keep coming back to this way that images of someone occupy a person when the feeling is real. And here's what I want you to understand about being someone's obsession in this specific way. It's not surface. What someone sees when they keep returning to your image is not just the visual. It's everything the visual carries. The memory of you, the feeling of being around you, the specific quality of what you bring that the image reminds them of and that they can't access in any other way right now. So they come back to the picture because the picture is, for now, the closest available thing. And that Virgo is not a small thing. That's someone navigating your absence with whatever they have access to. Because the actual you feels either unavailable or too significant to approach without the right moment, the right words, the right version of themselves that feels worthy of initiating contact. And while they wait for that, they have the pictures. Now, let's talk about the obsessing, because that word obsessing tends to produce two very different responses in the person being obsessed over. Some people, upon learning someone is obsessing over them, feel flattered, wanted, seen in a way that feels good. And some, especially Virgo, um, feel immediately cautious. The audit begins. Is this healthy? What does obsessing mean? Um, is this the kind of attention uh, I actually want directed my way? And that Virgo caution, uh, as always, um, is valid because obsessing uh, in the healthy version um, is really just deep, sustained interest in someone who has genuinely captured something real uh, in the person feeling it. The kind of attention that says, you occupy me um, specifically um, in a way nothing else does right now. And in the less healthy version, uh, it can become the projection of a fantasy onto a person rather than genuine interest uh, in who that person actually is. The distinction, and this is the Virgo specific thing worth knowing, um, is revealed in what they want from you. Um, do they want to know you? Is less than hash shown. Zero hash actually um, is less than hash zero, 5 hash. In the specific is less than hash zero, 7 hash unglamorous is less than hash hone, 0 hash real person way is less than hash zero, 5 hash? Or do they want the image in is less than hash zero, 7 hash? The version they've constructed is less than hashone. 0 hash from a distance is less than hashone. 5 hash without the complexity of actual contact is less than hashone. 7 hash uh, is less than hashone, 0 hash. That answer is less than hash zero. 5 hash revealed through how they engage is less than hash zero. 7 hash, if and when the contact happens, is less than hashone. 0 hash is the information worth watching for, is less than hash zero, 5 hash. This reflection invites you to consider, what version of you do you think they're obsessing over? Not to be cynical, to be honest. Is it the version they have enough access to is less than hash zero, 5 hash to actually know? It is less than hash zero, 7 hash? Or is it the version is less than hash hone, 0 hash assembled from what's visible, um, is less than hash zero, 5 hash from the outside, um, is less than hash zero, 7 hash without the interior detail, is less than hash hone. 0 hash that makes you who you actually are is less than hash zero, 5 hash. Because that question is less than hash zero, 7 hash answered honestly is less than hash hone, 0 hash tells you a lot, is less than #0 5 hash about what level of access is less than #0. 7 hash would be appropriate. Is less than #0 hash if and when they reach out. Is less than #0 5 hash. And what pace of revealing is less than #0 7 hash serves you is less than #0 hash rather than simply satisfying is less than #0 5 hash. Their level of wanting is less than #0 7 hash. The third energy, and this is the Virgo specific one, is how you receive this. Because Virgo, as we've talked about, does not receive admiration easily, does not simply sit in the knowledge of being wanted and feel uncomplicated pleasure. Virgo tends to almost immediately find the complication, the why, the what does this mean, the is this real, the what are they actually seeing? Because surely they're not seeing me as clearly as this energy suggests, because if they were is less than #0 hash, they'd probably be less interested. Is less than #0 5 hash, not more. Is less than #0 7 hash. Is less than #0 hash. That specific Virgo move is less than #0 5 hash of undermining incoming admiration. Is less than #0 7 hash by questioning whether the admirer is less than #0. 0 hash has accurate enough information, is less than #0. 5 hash to be admiring correctly is less than #0. 7 hash is worth naming. Is less than #0 hash. Is less than #0 5 hash because it keeps you is less than #0 7 hash at a perpetual distance, is less than #0 hash from being fully received, is less than #0 5 hash by anyone, is less than #0 7 hash, is less than #0 hash. And the invitation here is less than #0 5 hash in this specific energy, is less than #0 7 hash, is to try something different, is less than #0 hash, is less than #0 5 hash. Receive it is less than #0 7 hash, not uncritically. Is less than #0 hash, not without the Virgo discernment, is less than #0 5 hash, about whether it's the right kind of attention, is less than #0 7 hash, but actually receive it is less than hash hone, 0 hash, as information is less than hash 0. 5 hash about how you're perceived is less than hash 0. 7 hash by someone who has been paying attention is less than hash hone, 0 hash. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash. You are is less than hash 0, 7 hash. Apparently is less than hash hone, 0 hash. Someone worth dying to. Call is less than hash 0, 5 hash worth returning to, is less than hash 0, 7 hash visually, is less than hash hone, 0 hash again and again, is less than hash 0, 5 hash worth the specific, is less than hash 0, 7 hash sustained, is less than hash hone, 0 hash occupying attention, is less than hash 0, 5 hash of someone who cannot seem to move past you, is less than hash 0, 7 hash even when moving past you, is less than hasone. 0 hash would probably be simpler. Is less than hash 0. 5 hash is less than hash 0, 7 hash. Let that land. Is less than hash hon, 0 hash, without immediately auditing it. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash, just is less than hash 0, 7 hash for a moment, is less than hash hone, 0 hash. Let it be true. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash. Now, let's talk about the call itself. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash, because the energy suggests is less than hash 0, 7 hash. It might be coming. Is less than hash hone, 0 hash, and when it does, is less than hash 0, 5 hash. The first 30 seconds is less than hash 0, 7 hash, as we've talked about before, is less than hashone, 0 hash are the most important, is less than hash 0, 5 hash, is less than hash 0, 7 hash. Don't be too cool. Is less than hash hone, 0 hash. Virgo's instinct is less than hash 0. 5 hash, when someone they're interested in reaches out, is less than hash 0. 7 hash is often to manage the response. Is less than hash hone, 0 hash, to not appear too available. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash, too pleased. Is less than hash 0, 7 hash, too obviously glad. Is less than hash hone, 0 hash, that the call finally happened. Is less than hash 0, 5 hash. Is less than hash 0, 7 hash, and that management is less than hash hone. 0 hash, however understandable, is less than hash 0, 5 hash. Can read, is less than hash 0, 7 hash to someone who has been working up the courage, is less than hash 0, zero hash to make this call is less than hash zero, 5 hash for longer than comfortable is less than hash zero, 7 hash as confirmation uh, is less than hash hone, 0 hash that the risk wasn't worth it is less than hash zero, 5 hash zero, is less than hash zero, 7 hash, be warm, is less than hash hone, 0 hash, be actually present, uh, is less than hash zero, 5 hash, be the version of you, is less than hash zero, 7 hash that matches the energy is less than hash hone, 0 hash. Someone has been obsessing over is less than hash zero 5 hash, which uh, is less than hash zero 7 hash based on what's coming through, uh, is less than hash hone. 0 hash is not the managed version. Is less than hash zero 5 hash is less than hash zero 7 hash. It's the real one. Uh, is less than hash hone 0 hash. The warm is less than hash zero. 5 hash specific is less than hash zero. 7 hash genuinely present is less than hash hone. 0 hash Virgo is less than hash zero. 5 hash who shows up fully is less than hash zero. 7 hash when they've decided the person in front of them is less than hash hone. 0 hash is worth showing up fully for, is less than hash zero 5 hash, is less than hash zero 7 hash. Decide that is less than hash hone 0 hash before they call, is less than hash zero 5 hash. So the decision is less than hash zero 7 hash, is already made, is less than hash on 0 hash. When the moment requires, it is less than hash zero 5 hash zero. This reflection invites you to consider what would the fully present, unmanaged, actually glad you called version of you sound like in that first 30 seconds is less than hash zero 7 hash, not performed warmth, is less than hash hone 0 hash, the real thing, is less than hash zero 5 hash. The version that says is less than hash zero 7 hash. Without saying it directly, is less than hash zero hash. I'm glad you called. Is less than hash zero. 5 hash I've been is less than hash zero. 7 hash on some level is less than hash shown. 0 hash available for this is less than hash zero 5 hash, because that version is less than hash zero 7 hash. Warm and real and present is less than hash zero hash. Makes the person who took the risk is less than hash zero 5 hash feel like the risk is less than hash 0 7 hash was absolutely worth it. Is less than has han 0 hash. And a person who feels their risk was worth it is less than hash 0. 5 hash tends to keep showing up, uh, is less than hash 0 with more of themselves, is less than hash 0 0 hash each time, is less than hash 0 5 hash, which is less than hash 0 7 hash, ultimately is less than hash hone 0 hash, what you want, is less than hash 0 5 hash, someone showing up fully, is less than hash 0 7 hash as themselves, is less than hash hone 0 hash consistently, is less than hash 0 5 hash, not just when they're dying to, is less than hash 0 7 hash. The power is yours. It always has been. Someone is carrying you visually, emotionally, is less than hash own. 0 hash in a way that seems to be, is less than hash 0. 5 hash increasing in intensity is less than hash 0 hash 7 hash, rather than fading, uh, is less than hash own 0 hash, and the call is less than hash 0 5 hash. The one they keep almost making, uh, is less than hash 0 7 hash, might be getting closer, is less than has hone 0 hash 2 actually happening, is less than hash 0 5 hash, is less than hash 0 7 hash. So is less than hash hone 0 hash. Update the self concept, is less than hash 0 5 hash, to include the version of you, is less than hash 0 7 hash that someone is dying to reach, is less than hash own 0 hash, because that version is less than hash 0. 5 hash apparently is less than hash 0. 7 hash is compelling enough, uh, is less than hash own 0 hash to produce this level of attention, is less than hash 0 5 hash, is less than hash 0 7 hash. That's not nothing, Virgo. Is less than hash own 0 hash. That's actually is less than hash 0 5 hash, quite something. Is less than hash 0 7 hash. Is less than hash own 0 hash. Let it be something. Is less than hash 0 5 hash. Without the audit, uh, is less than hash 0 7 hash, just is less than hash hone 0 hash, let it be what it is less than hash 0 5 hash, real, is less than hash 0 7 hash, significant, uh, is less than hash hone 0 hash, and heading is less than hash 0 5 hash, apparently, is less than hash 0, 7 hash in your direction, is less than hash hone, 0 hash